It's the 4th of November, and we're having a quieter night tonight after having guests on board last night, okay, and that was a lot of fun. But we're doing an Irving Berlin tune that Veronica's going to tell you about.
It's a song called It's a Lovely Day Today, written by Irving Berlin for a show called Call Me Madam, which starred Ethel Merman. And it later was made into a movie as well. Well, the reason we chose it was today it was 80 degrees in Philadelphia, the sun was shining, and it truly was a lovely day. So, with no further ado, I give you over to the maestro, Joseph.
To Joe. Yeah,
Go ahead,
right?
Joe. Say something.
Well, I'll tell you what. Back in this is going to be very indirect, all right, but I'm going to arrive at just the right place. If you'll be patient, please. Back in 1998, a year after we had retired, Veronica and I looked at each other and said, let's take a ride through the Rockies. Seemed like a good idea, right? And we did.
Mm-hmm.
And on our way out, we stopped in Ohio to visit family and stopped in Nebraska to visit family and ended up in Red Lodge, Montana, ready to go through Beartooth Pass, which was the experience of a lifetime.
Yes, very scary.
Driving in the sky.
Very scary.
Looking over the side. It was wonderful. Veronica actually got to put her hands in a glacial pond, okay, and it froze them. But it was a great trip, and in the course of that trip, we ended up making a stop in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, which is famous for a spa, for springs, hot springs they have there, and they have this massive big pool in town and a big hotel that's been there for years, a spa. And why is Glenwood Springs important, you ask? Did you ask?
Why, Joe? Tell us,
Why?
please.
Okay, because at some point before 1950, the playwright, I think his name was Russell Crouch, if I remember it right, was trying to put together a show that was basically about a lady in Washington whose name was Pearl Mester. And she was also referred to as the hostess with the mostest on the ball, because what she was famous for was throwing Washington parties, okay? Everybody went. You had to go if Pearl was throwing a party, or you had to be invited anyway. And at some point, Pearl gets appointed to be the ambassadress to Luxembourg, right? And the playwright thought, there's a great story, you know, let's do something. Well, while he's sitting by the pool in Glenwood Springs, who else is sitting by the pool but the great singer Ethel Merman? And he looked at Ethel Merman sitting there and he said, that's the lady to play this role. And Ethel was not quite on board because Ethel wanted to do something serious, all right, being the diva. And eventually they talked her into it, talked Irving Berlin into writing the music, and there you go.
It was a smash success.
It was, right. Smash, like pumpkins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's our song. It's a lovely day today, and let's see how it comes out. You never know.
Right.
You know?
But it was a lovely day.
Well, it's a lovely day today. So whatever you've got to do, you've got a lovely day for doing it, that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do, something that can be done by two, for I'd really like to stay. It's a lovely day today, and whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. I'll get it. I got it. I had it. Now we're going to do it. It's a lovely day today, and whatever you've got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying, it's a lovely day. Have a lovely day.
Day.
Right? Oh,
It's a lovely day.
I didn't know there was a tail.
And if you heard any noise in the background, that was our dog Atticus,
Atticus.
who was kind of half singing along with us.
Atticus' sister is Scout. She lives here too.
Yes, but she doesn't make noise like
Right.
Atticus does.
So it's happy for us to be with you again tonight, and we hope you enjoyed our tune. And with the good Lord willing,
You
we'll
have a
see
lovely day tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow night.
Good night.